Good morning, dear students. In last class, we have studied about the limitations of classical mechanics or why we need quantum mechanics to explain certain phenomena that could not explained by this classical mechanics. Phenomena like photoelectric effect, Compton effect, then for explaining the fine structure spectrum of hydrogen atom or blackbody radiation. We need quantum mechanics to explain all these phenomena. That are the limitations of classical mechanics also. And this classical mechanics that deals with microscopic things or things having larger shape. And this quantum mechanics that deals with things of smaller size or microscopic size or things having very small size comparable to atomic size. So this quantum mechanics that deals with microscopic things. Today we are going to study about this blackbody radiation. And this blackbody radiation that cannot be explained by classical mechanics. Only quantum mechanics that can give an explanation for this blackbody radiation. You may have familiar with this night vision goggles or night vision cameras. How do these night vision cameras or goggles works during the night time? These devices that use IR radiation or that record the infrared radiation. This night vision cameras or night vision goggles that works at night. Then where we get this IR radiation at night the sun is not visible and even moon is not visible in some days. Then where this IR radiation comes from? This IR radiation that comes from heated objects or heated objects can emit IR radiation. This was a question before this 19th century about the radiation emitted from a hot body. And in 19th century, the physicists, they are try to solve these questions using the physics known at that time. Then they said to explain the spectrum of electromagnetic radiation from heated objects. But they failed, and then they realized that the spectrum of radiation emitted from the heated object that does not appear as quantized or it's emitted as a continuous wavelength. In 1860, only Kirchhoff, who gives a theoretical concept of this hot body emission or the electromagnetic emission from hot body. The ability of a hot body to emit thermal electromagnetic radiation that's related to its ability to absorb the incident electromagnetic radiation on it. So, black body concept that comes from this emission from hot body. So, what's this black body? Black body, considering this when we think about this black body, one way to imagine this black body is to consider it as a cavity with a small hole rather than considering it as a body. In this picture, we can see a cavity with a small hole. When an electromagnetic radiation that falls on the cavity through this hole, we can see that the electromagnetic radiation that undergoes certain total internal or multiple total internal reflections. Thus, this radiation that cannot escape from this cavity or this cavity that absorbs the radiation, because this radiation that undergoes total internal reflection inside this cavity and it cannot escape from this cavity. So, the cavity that absorbs the incident electromagnetic radiation. Thus, this black body, that we can consider it as a cavity having a hole. So all the electromagnetic radiation that incident on this black body that absorbs, when it attains a certain thermal equilibrium, it emits all the radiations out. So black body can be considered as a perfect absorber, and at the same time it can be considered as a perfect emitter if we give a particular temperature to it or if it attains thermal equilibrium. So a perfect black body that emits all wavelength incident on it, and it also emits radiations of all wavelength. So the heat radiation emitted by a black body, that we called it as black body radiation. When we plot the intensity variation of this radiations emitted from this black body versus this wavelength, that means the wavelength that plotted along the x-axis and intensity along the y-axis. Here we plotted the intensity distribution of black body at a different temperature. From this we can see that the intensity peak of a black body at the temperature 3000 Kelvin, that peak that comes around this 1200 angstrom wavelength. But for black body at 4000 Kelvin temperature, the peak that comes around something around 800 something, and for black body at a temperature 6000 Kelvin, this peak that comes around this 500. So from this figure we can see that the peak of this intensity distribution curve of the black body, that shift towards the shorter wavelength region when the temperature increases. So it's inversely proportional to the temperature. Here we can see that the intensity distribution versus wavelength plot. The peak of this black body, which comes under the visible range, is at black body at 6000 Kelvin or black body at 5000 Kelvin, and the temperature below this 5000 Kelvin that comes under this infrared region. That peaks comes under the infrared region. Then only Max Planck, who gives a mathematical formulation for this black body theory, and he considered this black body as a large number of oscillating particles. The black body contains a large number of oscillating particles, each particle vibrating with characteristic frequency. And so the radiation emitted by this oscillator, that is same as that of the oscillator frequency, and it absorbs energy in multiples of small units that we call the quanta or photons. The energy of a photon is directly proportional to the frequency of the radiation emitted. So the emitted energy, that's the multiples of h nu. E is equal to h nu, or E is equal to n h nu, where n is 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the quantum number. So the equation can be written as E lambda d lambda, that is the energy emitted per unit area of a black body. E lambda d lambda is equal to 8 by hc by lambda raised to 5 into e raised to hc by lambda kt minus 1 into d lambda, where this h is the Planck's constant, then c is the velocity of light, k is the Boltzmann's constant, and t is the absolute temperature in Kelvin. This E lambda is the energy radiated per unit area.